Hello, what's happening, everybody, and welcome to an alt pick. This one was submitted on Reddit. As some of you know, and some of you don't, you can submit cast to us on Reddit. I am currently working my ass off to try to get that established. Actually, make that a thing that people know if they want their replays casted, they can go to Reddit and have a lot of talented people actually do it for them. So that's one thing you can do. I've even set up a Steam group. Link is in the description or the annotation that will remain in the bottom left corner for about 30 seconds while we're doing the draft. So please do go ahead and do that. Also check out my video log if you haven't already. I speak of a lot of interesting things I want to do with this channel, but we got a game of Dota ahead of us. First pickup is Earthshaker, one of my favorite heroes. I think I actually listed him as my favorite hero. And Witch Doctor, we picked up second, so we're seeing the supports, hopefully supports coming out here, starting out. And I gotta close down my my Steam, so I won't get these annoying annotations, messages. Excuse me. There we go. All right. We got an awesome game ahead of us. This looked absolutely amazing from both Dota Buff. I do not check my replays, like who actually wins it. I only check like kills and how intense the games are. Sometimes if I can't really like figure out if it's a stomp or not, I go ahead and check the graphs, but sometimes you just can't help it. Ogre Magi and Lion actually picked up, so we got all the supports in order. These guys are taking a long time to draft. Hold on, I can actually do this right here, except for the fact that Steph was not joining me, but that right there is my UGC HUD layout. If you haven't done that, go ahead and check out UGC. Their website link is in the top right corner, or at least their website is, so go ahead and check those guys out. I cast for them. They are actually classified as a professional tournament, which is awesome. But nevertheless, we got Ogre Magi and we got Earthshaker. For the Dire so far, and actually also a Puck. I'm kind of surprised to see a Puck this early. And a Timber Saw. That's quite annoying. That's probably going to be your mid and your off laner here. Which actually could set the Witch Doctor and the Lion up for an aggro tri-lane, but I'm not sure if they want to pull that off or not. But we'll see once they start getting into more of their picks. They are taking a long time to lock in though, which is a bit weird. Usually I've actually seen some very, very fast drafts using this method because, you can't, it's harder to counter pick. Shadow Fiend actually also picked up. That means the Puck will be an offlaner, and Shadow Fiend will quite possibly go mid. As far as I can tell from this right here. So that's kind of interesting. That is actually very, very interesting. We got Sniper picked up as well. And the Medusa. And we should have the last pick up here in a couple of seconds. I also need to check if my audio is correct, so if you guys will give me a second. Alright, it was awesome. Sometimes I have the issue that my laptop decides that it wanted to be my my main source of audio, like my microphone, and not the headset that I'm using. And as everybody pretty much knows, laptop mics are like speaking into horse poop or potato or something like that. It's never gonna go really well. So, but we got the Medusa, we got the Shadow Fiend, Ogre Magi, some really, really awesome heroes. There's a lot of right click and a Dragon Knight at last, so this looks very, very much like a mid sniper. But as soon as I'm done lagging, I'll just start introducing the heroes, so we can get on our way with this potentially very, very neat game that we've got right here. As soon as the heroes are done loading in, I'm going to be doing the Dire introduction first on the Medusa and possibly safe lane farmer. We got Haki, who is not wasting any time, just going straight for items. Probably following a build or something. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, it's actually very, very common to at least follow some kind of build, especially with the pace that you got the items. But Ogre Magi is played by Gibbon's Eye. Shadow Fiend is going straight mid. Gremlin is gonna be on him. Had a trouble getting his name right. Prodigios will be on the puck on the off lane, and that means that we will have an aggro tri lane up on top. Kill Dog? Skill Dog? Not entirely sure, but it sure does look like a god name. But nevertheless, we got Skill Dog on top lane, backed up by, or actually backing up the Medusa with the Ogre Magi to help out. And we might actually see a clash here at the first rune. Bolens and Taddy Shagger? Alright, we'll be contesting this one, the Sniper and the Witch Doctor. Or we will at least be trying to. Actually skilling Shrapnel first to try to get the upper hand here, but the Mana Shield is eating up quite a lot of that. And down in bottom lane we got Zapeng going up against the puck here. Trying for that rune, but it's gonna miss it. He's on the Timbersaw. Poppy of 16 is on the line, actually getting the stun connected rather well there. And Puck, even though taking a bit of a harass, is forced back and possibly forced to spend some regen very early on. And last but not least, the last hero who has not been introduced yet is some Chinese letters playing Dragon Knight. So we're looking good right here off the bat. Looking super good. As the Puck will be, they'll probably be the tougher lane, seeing the fact that the Puck is up against a Lion and a Timbersaw. There's a lot of burst damage come out of those guys, and that is Puck's. Well, if you aren't quick on the phase shift, I would say that that's probably your main issue. It's probably going to be one of your main issues. There is a phase shift available, so she can dodge, he can dodge a lot of the burst damage, but the issue is that if it connects, Puck doesn't have a very large health pool, so it's all gone. It's all over. And Timbersaw is very good against harass, so especially Puck's harass, seeing the fact that the orb is very mana costly, so it's going to be a tough lane. Up on top lane, we do have the Earthshaker actually in the ready to jump on this Dragon Knight. He has chosen to go Dragon's Blood first just to stay alive and stay healthy in the lane. It is also gonna actually save him from having to buy tangos, pretty much, if he plays passively enough. Soul Ring already out from the Timbersaw. Orb is flying, and Lion might actually become first blood. He is actually gonna be, and Puck now getting chased by the Timbersaw. This was definitely worth for the Puck, but is he gonna make it out? It's gonna salve up phase shift. Is there enough movement speed? There should be. Nope, actually going for an auto attack, and that's gonna cancel us out. But Timbersaw, oh, nice little Timber chain there, getting too close to the trees. Puck should stay in the middle, but Timbersaw getting the return kill. But overall, still a better exchange for the Puck, because she's gonna level up faster. She and/or he is gonna level up faster, and Lion did get turned down, a guy who doesn't have very much farming potential to begin with. Now gets stopped right in his tracks. And Dragon Knight going for another bracer. This guy likes stats like right off the bat. It is going to help him last hit quite a lot. He does also have the Dragon Tail, just in case the Ogre gets up too close and personal. Plus they have a casket to throw in his face. And Witch Doctor, of course, saving the Dragon Knight Tango by having the Voodoo Resurrection. And I would like to see some graphs. Thank you. Sniper actually leading up against the Shadow Fiend on mid, but he does also have quite a large range advantage. So he should be just fine going up against this guy. And Medusa farming decently well on top. And actually Timbersaw doing quite well down on bottom lane. Of course, already with that one kill and 8 last hits and 3 assists. So he's doing rather well as of right now. Lion actually looking in the shadows if they want to go for it. There is an Earth Spike available, and there it is. Now Timbersaw going in for the kill. There is no tree to jump to. And now there is. Is he going to be able to finish it off? Lion in a little bit of trouble. Puck could actually turn this. The Soul Ring is committed. If Puck was to throw an orb backwards, he could probably kill him. Pretty much. Yep, there you go. Timbersaw getting way off to the aggressive side there, and Puck actually almost able to make it out. Or is at least trying. Lion going for the blind Earth Spike, but not finding anything. Really good play by Puck there. Really good play. Really like anticipating the Timbersaw's health and just turning around and orbing him. Because Timbersaw did not have the burst damage to take her down. Take him or her down. I'm still not entirely sure. It's a he. It's a dragon at least. It's a dragon in small form. But yeah, Earthshaker with the EG totem. This thing looks absolutely amazing. I have the full set myself, and it is the set that I use. Even though I also have an immortal, immortal inscribed totem, I prefer to use this one. Actually, down on bottom lane, we got a bit more action. These guys are going very, very aggressive up against each other. Puck getting his hands on the line, getting its hands on the line, and now Timbersaw wanting to go for the return kill. Nice phase shift, actually catching the Timbersaw underneath their own tower, and he does not have reactive armor, and that's a kill for the Puck. The Timbersaw has to watch out not to go too aggressive, especially with no reactive armor. And Earthshaker just chilling by the double damage rune. Now gonna grab it if... I don't think they really want to go for a gank at this point, because there's just so much armor up in the Dragon Knight already. And the Witch Doctor is a hard guy to gank against, especially with the Paralyzing Casket, and you can't really dive on him if you're two. Now Shadow Fiend just throwing a couple of races in the Sniper space. They've pretty much been disregarding each other all the way throughout, but now Sniper might be looking for that kill. He does have an assassination ready. That right there should be enough, almost just managing to bottle up. Very, very close call there. That guy got so damn fortunate. Yeah, Ogre Magi just sitting there for now, going very, very classic Ogre build, and actually just trying to help out his Medusa, farming up. Snipers currently leading on CS. This guy's been doing an amazing job of farming up mid. And down on bottom lane. How many times have Puck actually died? Or gotten 4 kills. Those are all 4 kills. Currently sitting on the Puck, actually out leveling the Sniper. Oh, nice little stun there from the Lion, but not really gonna mount to anything but mana drain. Timbersaw has actually bitten the dust twice, and so has the Lion. The Puck has actually won the lane. I thought he was gonna have a hard lane, and now jumping in on the Timbersaw, gonna get a double coil, and that's 1 kill. Maybe going for a second. Is she? Coil is not gonna break. Oh, there it is. It's just running straight out of it, and that right there should be an easy pick for the Puck again. So, Puck's currently on a mega killing streak with 6 kills and way too much farm. Gold per minute. Very, very decent. Experience per minute through the roof at this point. Leveling up more than once a minute, and actually chasing deep is the Shadow Fiend, getting his hands on to the Witch Doctor. But yeah, Puck actually still going very, very aggressive down on bottom lane. And Earth Spike is gonna connect. Is there enough damage? Orb coming out, just gonna orb away. And down on mid lane, they're chasing the Sniper. They want the kill. It's unfortunately gonna miss. Raze is gonna connect, but they should be able to turn this around. Shadow Fiend has limited range, but actually TP, he is moving back around the Witch Doctor. I think he's just gone straight up middle and hoped for a lucky casket bounce. They might have been able to get it, and now Puck finding the Invis rune down there. I think, yep, Witch Doctor should be able to see her do it. Yep, pinging it out, and now Lion already retreating. And up on top lane, they seem to have contained this Dragon Knight decently well, at least in terms of blastages. He only has 7. Oh, unfortunate Fisher. Just hitting the wrong side. Just off to the wrong side. It's actually not hard. No, not hard. It's actually not easy. That's the word I'm looking for, landing a proper Fisher. Because there is no target lock anymore. So it's probably 60-40 that you'll land it correctly if you're not super familiar with the controls and with how the Fisher works. And this middle tower is looking very, very dead. Shadow Fiend still back in, or still back out, just bottle crowing for now. And now the Puck moving down towards bottom lane. There's a tasty little Lion there if Puck wants a kill, and has actually stopped farming, just relying on kills for now. And we do have a bit of maybe a bit of action. Nope, that's just the it's actually the Ogre Magi. They are not pretty cautious about chasing him. He's not a guy you want to chase and get stuck under. There is a lot of tension here. Puck really, really wanting to go. Actually gonna TP mid. If they can get a pot or a good orb and a good coil out, that could get him a couple of kills at least. There it is. That's the orb. Gonna jump right in. Coil is there. That's gonna catch too. Puck might go though. It's gonna phase shift for now. There you go. That's the silence as well. Ogre Magi slowed quite a lot. Oh, nicely done by the Shadow Fiend. Picking off 2 actually. And they may even get the Timbersaw. He only has 1 point in reactive armor, and he's gonna go as well. Triple kill for the Shadow Fiend, getting the Sniper at the crucial time to not let the Puck die. Oh wow. Very, very well played currently. Radiant just getting outplayed. I felt they had the better draft, but they're currently getting outplayed big time. Or at least a better lane composition. With the Dragon Knight not even getting any last hits up on top lane. He was, of course, up against a Deuce and a Shaker, so you gotta watch out. And an Ogre Mage as well. It's basically just a spellcaster running around trying to harass you, but they haven't been getting anything. And Ogre Mage has been an amazing job of denying. If you take a look at the stats there, 14 denies, that's quite a lot. And Shadow Fiend rubbing, just twisting the knife there with a, or rubbing salt into the wound, depends on what kind of phrase you want to use, just denying that tower down there. Down the bottom lane, are we seeing a bit of action here? Timbersaw might get caught out of position, not going to be entirely. Puck's just chilling back. Shadow Fiend also again just farming up in the jungle currently. Dragon Knight has gotten a pair of triangle boots. I'm not really sure what he needs to regen for because he does have 4 in health regen. I'll possibly just get a pair of treads and just go for it. Because his regen already is ridiculous, seeing the fact that it's pretty much maxed Blood Dragon. Oh, they are seeing the Ogre Mage down there. Probably looking to back off here a bit. But there is a hasted puck moving down towards bottom lane. And there's a sniper sitting right in the shooting range. And now all line with a nice hex there. No dodge. Is he going to get it off? Nope. But it's going to get the orb off and going to be able to make it back out. Risky play there from Puck, but good de-initiation, if you will. Good exfiltration. It's probably the word. And Ogre Mage just basically being the war bitch. Got 2 assists, 2 assisted kills, 14 denies, and got wards and a pair of boots. That's pretty much what you want from a support. And currently Earthshaker. I can't really blame him for farming up a bit. You do need that Aghanim Scepter to really be efficient, and once he gets his hands on Echo Slam, or Blink Dagger, excuse me. Also an Aghanim Scepter would be nice. But yeah, Gauntlets of Strength, definitely going to be built into an Urn of Shadows. And it is also going to help him out. Not that much in the mana regen, but trying to actually deal with those jungle creeps. He seems to be getting off some good stacks here. And Shadow Fiend back up to farm the jungle. Has gotten his hands on the Shadow Amulet. So that's going to be going into a Shadow Blade, not a Blink Dagger. It's pretty much either Shadow Blade or Blink Dagger. It's very, very rarely than just a man mode Shadow Fiend actually works. Because you would have to be snowballing all the way through the early game. But this guy's playing it safe, which I like. Oh, Puck now coming in. It's actually going to get stuck. Or he's going to get stunned under his own coil and almost getting his hands on the Witch Doctor. Or it might have traveled the wrong way there. Witch Doctor going to fall to the Puck. Quite a simple pick off there.
This will come in handy.
Oh, now down in the creek. They do manage to scout him out. They could send out a wild orb. So at least try to deal with a bit of a sniper's health and try to de-aggro them. Make him a bit less aggressive. And there's the orb. Is he going to go all the way? Probably not do that up against 2 guys like that. And Dragon Knight actually going into his Elder Dragon form. I'll be trying to get his hands on a little bit of farm. Actually getting out farmed by... or at least close to by the Earthshaker. And now Timbersaw, they managed to catch out the Puck. That is a very, very long stun. There is a phase shift up unavailable. And there's the orb back out. And beautiful gaze by Dusa. Almost getting the Dragon Knight, but the unfortunate Fisher. Once again from Skilldog. Not landing in the right spot, but nevertheless they did manage to get a kill. And actually ulti by Shadow Fiend just for the sniper, but it's going to clip everybody else. And they are up for the defense, but they could push. They are 5 men up there. Puck is quite low, but Bottle is going to solve that, so Radiant got nothing to do but back off. I can pretty much do nothing but back off. And Puck, very, very close to the Blink Dagger. That could be an amazing 14-15 minute Blink Dagger if he's patient. But yeah, this Shadow Fiend currently snowballing big time. We actually got the kill on the sniper. That was quite possibly the Dusa, but she does need it. That right there is a Mithril Hammer. That's going to get turned into a Mjolnir for starters. And then a Maelstrom for starters. Mjolnir is the Hammer of Thor from Northern mythology. And Timbersaw just actually free farming bottom for now. Got his hands on a pair of Arcane Boots. Should have helped out his mana supply quite a lot, but they seem like they are looking to gank him. There are Puck Illusions taking care of the range creeps, but Timbersaw, I think he sniffed it out. Is actually going back into the woods. There is a double damage rune up on top lane if they wanted to get their hands on that. Puck just rotating in the lane. Ogre Magi looping back around. If he could get a stun off on the sniper, that could be a total disaster. There it is, and now Shadow Fiend just able to pick him off quite easily. This game is looking more like a stomp than anything else. They only got 1 kill, and that's on the Puck, and the Puck currently has 8 kills, so don't think that mattered a whole lot. And that was pretty much a 14-minute Blink Dagger. I'm just gonna take that double damage rune. I'll say Shadow Fiend at this point, but Medusa just sitting there with the bottle. I'm essentially gonna take it and hand the bottle back to Shadow Fiend. Currently, these guys are cooperating very, very well, but I cannot imagine Radiant being too happy about this. They're having or huge amount of trouble dealing with this. As you can see from the net worth as well, currently the Shadow Fiend just leading the net worth board, and actually down on bottom lane, we got another kill on the Timbersaw. Puck really working, or Protegas really working that Puck. Got 9 kills in the early game so far, and we're only starting to head out in the mid game. He's already dominating, and it could turn into a tower as well, which would be a huge disaster for him. But there is a rotation coming in. Witch Doctor is there as well as the Dragon Knight. 1 stun should be enough for the Dragon Knight to catch up, but they blink out, unfortunately. And there is no real farm coming out from Radiant here. I mean, they have the Sniper doing a little bit of work, but he's just been picked off 3 times, so his GPM is dreadful. Take a look at it. Deuces is still not amazing, but it's at least better than pretty much anything we've seen from the Radiant side. And Deuce getting slown just a little bit, but not enough. There is a haste rune up and available if the Puck wanted to grab it. Puck is down on bottom lane. Excuse me. Ogre Magi might actually be a nice little target, or Earthshaker with the Echo Slam. Could save him with the Blink Dagger just for a little bit. Now down the bottom lane. They actually have 3 heroes down there trying to keep that bottom tower alive. I would just let it go. Just let Puck hit it a couple of times to get off the deny, because right now they're not really in shape to defend it. Now Shadow Fiend gonna run for that haste rune. And he could use it to chase down the sniper. It seems like that's what he want to do. He's got a lot of movement speed, plus a Shadow Blade on the sniper with not a whole lot of health. And Shadow Fiend currently sitting on all the damage in the world, doing 200 a hit. He could take down sniper in about 3 hits, which would take him about 2 seconds. 2 seconds of damage should be enough to take him out. And Earthshaker still farming for that Blink Dagger, actually doing a very, very decent job of it. Trying to keep the jungle moving. Currently both teams playing a bit passive, but now it might actually, nope. Puck just gonna back off. Senses there, got quite a lot of heroes missing, and that's gonna enable the Shadow Fiend, the rotation third, to actually take down that mid lane tower. And that was probably not what they'd hoped for. Trying to keep a bottom lane tower alive, but trading a middle for it, and that bottom lane's gonna fall very, very soon anyway. So Radiant not really doing a good job of basically defending their own towers, which is the major importance of this. And Oi, dire 10k head. And there's the orb. It's not gonna commit to anything, or mount to anything. The sniper is just sitting under his own tower, trying to farm up. Has gotten 1600 gold. He might, yep, gonna spend it on a Mithril Hammer. Yeah, with the Maelstrom again. Oh, his Deuce actually does have the Maelstrom. Is going for a Point Booster. That looks very, very much like a Scotty, and that's gonna help her out a tremendous amount. Okay, Magi. They might actually be jumping in. I didn't realize the Puck had actually jumped. Now the Lion is in trouble. Gonna get stunned, and he should be pretty much dead. Ogre Magi getting a chance on that kill. And just getting picked off left and right. I mean, their team fight is very, very uncoordinated. And they're currently just getting outplayed. And once Puck get his gets his slash her hands on that Dagon, she's pretty much doing the same amount of damage as Lion's Finger, or at least until she gets to level 3. Timbersaw, okay, he's just bombing for now, and actually down the middle they got their hands on the sniper once again. This is incredible how much of a beating they're actually taking. That Ogre Magi might run into the Timbersaw. He's way in deep, pinging out the Timbersaw. They might get a bit of backup there. Down on bottom lane, we got Puck trying to deal with the Witch Doctor. Timbersaw currently getting chased. Is maybe not going to bounce a whole lot. Actually, Puck getting killed, getting a split kill there, and Timbersaw. Oh, nice Timber Chain, but it's going to fall to the Ogre Magi's Ignite. Very, very close, but they do manage to get their hands on the Puck. Which does mean a whole lot of gold for the Witch Doctor and the Dragon Knight. So Dragon Knight's still working on that Ormlet, but as of right now, the important thing is that he hasn't died. He's not been farming very well, but that might actually just change here in a second. The BKB is imminent, or was imminent, at least for the Shadow Fiend. But there was a courier gone to waste there, with about 500 worth. That would have been the actually not the Dragon Knights. And nevertheless, actually, what's he got? 700. Yep, that's not the Dragon Knights. But Timbersaw trying to farm up top lane. Bloodstone would definitely be a very, very important item in this game, especially up against Medusa's right-click damage. That's pretty much what you gotta watch out for. He has a lot of armor. Once he goes up against that, and he's got to make sure that he has enough health to get that armor up and running. Shadow Fiend. Just sitting on a BKB, just casual BKB, 602 as of right now. Working it really, really well, and that's a bottom tower gone for him. Really, really snowballing as of right now. His experience per minute is absolutely amazing, almost 600, and gold per minute about 500. I don't even think he really needed the BKB just yet. Now Puck trying to go for the Dragon Knight. It's going to get stunned. That's the unfortunate thing about going on a Dragon Knight close range. There's a silence out. No going for Dragon form this time, and Puck trying to do the phase shift. It's going to make it out, but there is a sniper ulti imminent, and that should pretty much bring her down with that last Mildic. Trying to dodge that. Should not be able to for the last little charge, and it's going to fall. Now Witch Doctor. There's a casket available, but I'm not going to try to commit it. These dire heroes are caught way out of position. They are a Shadow Fiend. Holy shit, the damage. And now Lion going for that Shadow Fiend. There is not a finger available, not enough mana, but it's actually going to get stunned. The Dragon Knight, and there should be a finger available in a couple of bit of mana. There you go. That's a nice little stun there from the Ogre Magi. And now Shadow Fiend really wants to make use of that BKB, trying to chase down 3 heroes. And the BKB is going to wear off, and that's the finger. Might have bitten off more than he could chew. And that's a definite kill. Not getting anybody off the back of that. And Earthshaker a bit late there on the to help out his buddy. I think that right there was just a pure communications breakdown, because nobody was there to help him out once he started charging. Had to have the Earthshaker and the Ogre Magi there. The Earthshaker, sorry. Too low HP, but had they had the Earthshaker there, they might have been able to take something, at least with the Echo Slam plus the Fissure and the Enchant Totem. He should have had enough mana for everything. So, a bit unfortunate for him. But currently they are still in a very, very good shape. I mean, they're 14k gold ahead, and about the same in experience. So on middle lane, we got Daddy Shagger, actually with the Force Staff here. Not choosing to rush the straight axe as some Witch Doctors tend to do, but it is a bit of something before you get your hands on that axe. And actually now Puck jumping in onto the Lion. Nice phase shift there, actually able to bounce back out again. And no Dagon was committed this time, but could have probably gotten the Lion. Because he does not have, he has regular magic resistance, so. The default is 25%, so just a little something. If you do have if you have magic damage, you gotta reduce that, or deduct 25% from that, and that will be your pure damage or your actual damage when you deal damage to somebody. Most heroes, it's not everybody. Most people have, or most heroes have 25% magic resistance, unless they have a cloak or something. In the case of the Dragon Knight, he's just got more armor than he'll ever need, and there is a recipe for Sanj. Almost got his hands on it. He does also have an armlet, which is going to help out his Elder Dragon form. I mean, they have not put any effort into actually stopping this guy, and even though his farm is not that efficient, he's still the highest on net worth, seeing the fact that he has not died. So he's worth quite a lot of gold. No sniper. Still only attacking for 190. Oh, Shadow Fiend coming in. Is there enough damage? Nope. Probably shouldn't have gone for the raise. His DPS is close to being higher than the raise actually. And there is no stun in the race, so should probably just try for the kill. And actually not going for Mask of Madness, going for Helmet the Dominator, which could get turned into a Satanic later on. But on the bottom lane, we do have the Earthshaker farming up very, very nicely here. Actually got his hands on the Blink Dagger, and I would say an Axe in this game would be tremendously good, because their team fights are very, very close together. Instead of actually having the benefit of a refresher with the regen and everything, I'd say the Axe is a better choice. And now that is the Puck getting hexed and actually getting stunned. Beautiful chain stun there. That should be another Puck death. Oh, Timber Chain just missing, but just too much burst damage, and Lion taking that kill in the end. But the Pug really has to watch out. She's up to 944 as of right now, and the snowball, the avalanche has been stopped, I should say. I mean, they're taking names way too easily, going in one-on-one, or going in solo. Both the Shadow Fiend and the Puck have been doing that in the past. And Sniper, they might actually be able to catch out the Ogre Mage, and the only one to stick around. There are of course no stuns in the area, so. But yeah, they do manage to scout him out with the creeps taking a bit of a detour. But up on top lane, oh, Lion actually blinking into the tree line, just waiting it out for now. There's a Timber Saw sitting there. He might actually just want to be blinking out down to the side shop, and once again off to the unfortunate side with the little stun there from Earthshaker. This should not amount to a whole lot. The Timber Saw should be able to get back out. Is not going to be able to outrun the Ogre Magi, but now the turnaround might be there. The Ogre Magi not able to cope with the damage, and Sniper coming in for the kill secure. And now Puck actually jumping far up against this Timber Saw, only managing to catch him. It's not a huge disaster if he dies. He does have a couple of Bloodstone charges, so should be back up in about 10 seconds. Can actually make it back to re-initiate the fight if he wants to. And the Lion still just sitting up there. Does have a TP to TP back to the tower. He's going to TP back to base for now. Try to get a bit of mana up and running. Excuse me. It's what happens when you when something goes down your windpipe. That's not very pleasant. Excuse me for a second here. Shadow Fiend might be going for kills. If he's greedy, he's gonna go do it, and he is. There was a good old sentry ward there. Sniper is actually not even gonna fall. They did commit a BKB for it. If Witch Doctor makes it out, that could be huge. Now Lion back in and running. There is a stun available. Actually gonna be very, very indecisive. The Dragon Knight just gonna wander in and wander back out again. He does have a dragon form if he needed to, and he can arm the toggle, but not really gonna do it. Just wandering in and wandering back out again. He did have the armor to handle it, which is the fortunate thing when he's playing up against the Dusa without a Desolator. And Sniper is gonna pop a shrapnel.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now they're just trying out for the defense as of right now. I mean, they need to turtle this. Eventually they'll get the team fight that's gonna turn it around for them, but if they're gonna go with Roche, they could actually, yep, they're thinking very, very much about Roche. And they know, they just killed their ward up there, and they know they're going for Roshan. This should be a fairly quick Roche, though. They have a lot of damage, and there's the Lincoln's broken, and Shadow Fiend just doing a huge amount of damage to this Roshan. I wonder who's going to pick it up. Currently, the only one with inventory space is Dusa, so I would suggest that that is the go-to hero for the ages. And it is. And now Earthshaker.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gonna push down bottom lane. Just casual push down bottom lane. We got the Lion rotating in on him.
Dire's top tower has
I don't
fallen.
think that's a particularly good matchup. I would say for the Lion. But then again, you know, when he's backed up by a Timbersaw, that should be a fairly good fight for him. He's going to turn him into a frog. Jump in. No finger. Just Timbersaw going to take that kill in. Just pushing off way to the far side. That was not a good play by Earthshaker. It's actually not finished up his urn, which I find kind of surprising. Seeing the fact that it does give him a bit of mana regen, and much needed mana regen that is. And actually a Dragon Knight going for the Sanjin Yasha. This is going to give him the more movement speed and the better mobility, and going to give him a lot of good stats. So this guy seems like a pretty much a, excuse my use of words, but a stats whore, which is what I like to be as well. I love stats. They're amazing. That's why Scotty is one of my favorite and one of the most underrated items in the game. Sniper. Just casually sitting back. Just chilling for now. Might see an engagement mid here in a couple of seconds still. The Lion. Not really. Actually backing out of his disadvantaged position, and Shadow Fiend just gonna rotate in. Does manage to find a sniper. Everything is going on him. They commit a couple of spells, including the silence, but they're not gonna counter initiate just yet. There is a Witch Doctor on the retreat, and they're not in position to fight it. They have a Timbersaw down the bottom lane who's now just picking up his axe, and they have a Dragon Knight up on top lane. And actually, Lion going a bit far there. I'm not really sure what he was trying to accomplish, but they need just need to let that tower fall and try to take one play at a time here. Now Timbersaw, that's the first chakram. He's not revealed the axe yet, which I really like. It could act as a bit of a surprise for him. They want to take high ground, which I feel is a mistake. You never want to be fighting uphill. Not when you're in a disadvantage like this. Earthshaker jumping in with the Echo Slam, but not really gonna catch out anybody. Now Lion getting actually a double stun, one on the Shadow Fiend as well. Gaze is coming out, but to no effect. Actually catching the Witch Doctor. That is going to delay his initiation by quite a lot, if he can even get it off. He should maybe be able to get his ulti off. Not actually doing it. Dragon Knight just going toe-to-toe with a Puck, and the Witch Doctor falling. Now the Dusa is in way too deep. Puck managed to phase shift. Very, very unfortunate, but the Dusa is going to go down with the Aegis. Of course, does have it as a way of protection, and as of right now, Radiant have come out on top on this. There is a Hex. There is a stun. Dusa not able to do anything but suck up as much with the Mana Shield as she can do, but not able to get anything out of it. And actually, the Shadow Fiend is within his little invis bubble there. Just sitting back, but take a look at that. The gold graph and the experience graph completely switching around as a result of this. Take a look at that. Down below 10k, and the net worth should do that as well in a couple of moments. I mean, Timbersaw currently sitting on the money. And they should be able to push tier 2 off the back of this quite easily. Timbersaw able to clear out entire creep waves with that double chakram. Now Shadow Fiend. This guy is playing very, very aggressive with that. And there's the rotation coming in. And it's actually just gonna be able to back out. Now Sniper has gotten his hands on the Crystallis. I would love to see a Desolator in this game, and we might actually get our eyes upon it. That of course makes him ineligible for lifesteal, which is very, very unfortunate, but that's just what you gotta deal with. It's either Desolator, lifesteal, or Scotty. And you can justify getting Scotty on top of, because just of the pure stats. Like getting Scotty on top of Desolator. Even though the Desolator should actually take over. Or the Scotty should. At least just getting the oh, Puck now coming in. The Earthshaker there as well. Is the Fisher going to be on point? It is not, unfortunately. Now Lion getting one. Earthshaker should fall off the back of this. And there's the Ogre Magi just sucking up the entirety of that. Excuse me, just sucking up all the damage off the Ogre Magi. And now the defense from Captain Timbersaw. They might be able to get their hands on the Ogre Magi. They most certainly are. That is my correction. That's a that's an Ogre Magi gone. That's going to even out the fight at least. Roshan is it back up in 3 minutes. That might be something that I would want to take, but The turnaround should pretty much be imminent
Radiant's bottom tower is under
as of
attack.
this point, except for the fact that Deuce is just casually pushing him bottom lane.
Structures are fortified.
Does have 200 lasted, so in 34 minutes, which is not that bad at all. GPM is decent, not amazing, but decent. Shadow Fiend currently still 10-1-5. This guy's been on fire for most of the game. Has been having trouble laying down the damage lately, even with the BKB. Just hasn't been able to get into position. Now, that's the unfortunate thing about buying the Shadow Blade. And now Dusa having trouble coping with a bit of the damage. Nice blink out there from Lion. They might be able to catch out the puck in a bad position there, but Dusa just gonna finish up that little tower there. Bit of a defensive effort from Dire's side, or from Radiant's side, but not really gonna mount to a whole lot. And there's a crucial item coming out on puck, the Yule Scepter.
Yes.
That should be able to either disable himself a little bit and prevent him from taking too much damage, or disable maybe the Sniper, the Witch Doctor, at least blow him out of his ulti, because they're... I would love to say that they're lacking stuns, but the thing is that, I mean, they only have so many stuns, and they have a decent amount of heroes to stun, which is, of course, the issue. They could, of course, disable the Sniper's Assassinate, so instead of, like, eating the Assassination, just managing to turn it around. And now Earthshaker might have caught himself in a little bit of... Actually, once again, the Fissure is a problem there for him. He's not landing them very well. And now, Puck gonna completely eat that finger, and that should be a, that's 2 kills, and Timbersaw just clearing out the woods. I mean, those Fissures have just not been on point, and there's an Ogre Magi just trying to get a ward down, or trying to get a ward out of the way. And he's pretty much got his hands on the multicast though, on the at least Aghanim Scepter multicast. Timbersaw, oh, you want the kill? He wants the kill. There's the double chakram coming out, and maybe actually wanting to go with the Shadow Fiend instead. They do have a bit of dust on him. There's the BKB, but that's not going to protect you from right click damage. Medusa coming in at least with 1 kill on the Witch Doctor. And now Dragon Knight, they desperately want this kill. He is invis, at least for now. They shouldn't be able to chase him down, as they don't know where he is. Timbersaw is going to fall from the Shadow Fiend. They're chasing way too deep. Dragon Knight, toggle your armlet. Toggle your armlet on. Got 400 more HP and a lot more attack speed and damage with that. And there's a double damage one. Possibly yes for the Dragon Knight to have. And what about the Lion Finger? Is down and out, at least for a little bit. But there is actually an Aghanim Scepter coming out on this Lion. These guys are actually, this guy's a hardcore farmer. And as you can see, the Earthshaker is now going for the Aghanim Scepter. Did finish up his urn, which I'm really, really happy about. But his... Oh. Did he just commit an ulti? I think he did. Hopefully that was a misclick. But yeah, this guy has not been landing his Fissures properly, and you've been able to see that, like, whenever he's cast a Fissure in the wrong spot, they've pretty much lost the fight. Nothing up against him as a person, but the Fissures just have not been there. And now Puck, wanting to get his hands on the Lion. There is a finger available if he wants to commit it. There's the Dagon, the stun, into the Hex, into the finger. Isn't enough damage. There's a phase shift coming out. What about the Puck's cooldown? He could try it, actually. Nope, actually is actually going to eat the coal, and maybe that the creeps. Puck is going to be taking the credit for that kill, and oh, you want to be staying in there, my man. It's going to bottle up as fast as possible, but is he going to be able to survive that? Nope. Oh, that was super, super close. Very, very close. That Witch Doctor. And there was a couple of laughs coming out from the Sniper there. Lols. Lols is called. As you could potentially say. I don't think we missed a whole lot. Nope, we haven't. At least in terms of trash talk. That is something I personally enjoy quite a lot. And Sniper working on that Desolator. That's going to make a world of difference up against basically every single one of these heroes. And also the Dusa by quite a lot. It's actually going for a Butterfly, which means that he might also want to be considering going for a BKB at some point. Or an MKB, excuse me. Also the Dragon Knight, definitely. Timbersaw, Ultimate Orb. That right there could be a Sheepstick. That's my wild guess. It's going to be a Sheepstick. There's, of course, a lot of options for an Ultimate Orb here. But I'm thinking the sheepstick. Puck still down and out for the count. Has not been having a very, very good mid game. I mean, just playing off to the aggressive side where it wasn't necessary. And Dusa, not really doing enough damage as of right now. I mean, she's been slacking on the damage and actually going up on the stats, which I feel is alright if you're as this Dusa acting as the tank of the team, able to get that haste doing so. Frog is not gonna matter. Now maybe a bit of a counter initiation, late counter initiation at least. Not gonna amount to anything. Actually, Puck has dropped below, almost below the sniper on net worth. Timbersaw getting caught out in a terrible spot. Does have a TP out. Might want to consider using that. Puck might be actually coming up to join him. Why not use your... Oh, there it is. Actually canceling himself. Very, very unfortunate. Not very good place there by the Timbersaw. He should pretty much bite the dust. And did not have the charges to actually deal with that. And now Sniper finally getting his hands on the Desolator. That's going to put him ahead of the Puck on the farm board. That is an amazing item for him to get. And actually Lion getting his hands on the Aghanim Scepter as well. That's also going to make a huge difference. There is of course not really anything to kind of drop on it, like a Dark Seer with the Vacuum or Magnus or anything like that, but it's still good to have. Shadow Fiend also getting a Butterfly. Now the MKB here is imminent. You have to get it. Sniper back up on the higher ground from the Force Staff. And there's the Shadow Fiend just casually sitting back. Now Puck going in on very, very aggressive initiation. There is nobody to back him up. Just going without a warning. And they're going to leave him to die. There is no backup. There is no Ogre Magi nor Earthshaker. So very, very premature initiation there. Dragon Knight also getting an Assault Cuirass. The armor on this guy is unreal. 74 in damage reduction. And there is next to no magic damage coming out of this. This is almost pure Medusa and Shadow Fiend. That's right in there. There's the Puck's damage, but I mean his health pool is still quite large. 74 magic damage resistance. Which means that we can do a couple of quick calculations, assuming that the Dusa has a bit more, about 250 without the split shot. That means that 75 minus 250, that is 75 damage. Just about 65, 70 damage. She's actually doing per hit. And you can do the math to take that route right there. Take that amount of damage out. I still hate the fact that I haven't got my cursor back from running. I have no reason why XSplit actually doesn't want to show it, and now Dusa in trouble. Everything getting thrown upon her. She does have an Aegis, and this is exactly what they want. Now coming in for round 2. But the ultimate is actually going out on the Ogre Magi. Not going for the stun right away. That was a big mistake. Earthshaker coming in for the jump there. Shadow Fiend trying to heal up off the heroes, but is not going to be able to. Earthshaker now going to get picked off, but there is still the Dusa to deal with. She is back up and running. They got her pinned underneath the towers. Timbersaw now coming back in to take this. And she should fall. There is a Sniper just sitting there pounding away, and a successful defense. Now Puck wants to get more. Where did she go? And actually falling. I was not able to see that Puck, but it's actually falling. A team wipe for the Radiant, who were looking down and out for the count at the start of the fight there. Sniper, that's gonna buy him two crystals. They might want to turn one of those into an MKB. Even though they got their hands on the Shadow Fiend and the Dusa. I mean, the damage output from this team is huge. And Dragon Knight hasn't even used his armlet yet. If he would just do it, I'll be so good. But apparently just likes it for the stats. Nevertheless, that Assault Cuirass really doing work for him. He was able to tank so much damage before he went down. And even though that team fight was very, very chaotic, they were fighting on two fronts with it. With the Dragon Knight actually almost getting initiated upon. And still actually handling the damage very, very well. 74%. That is more. That is pretty much more than anything I've ever seen. Oh, yep, that is the stun out from Earthshaker. Just not quite. Actually, might get picked off here. Not gonna be enough though. I don't think that damage should do it. Nope. Very, very close to, but not entirely. But if you take a look at the Earthshaker right there, he's pretty much done with the Aghanim Scepter. But as of right now, he's not been really able to do the ground pound, the Chaos Dunk, the Echo Slam. Being able to use that quite as efficient as he would probably like to. This sniper, he's attacking slow though. He's doing a tremendous amount of damage, but he has a very, very slow attack speed. Like 074, usually you would have a finished Maelstrom and then just start kicking ass. Or Mjolnir. There it is, that's the Mjolnir. That's going to enable him to attack quite a lot faster. With that extended Hyperstone. Dragon Knight still sitting on those bracers. I'm not really sure what the guy wants. What the heck is Timbersaw doing? Oh, he's put the courier on the cliff there. Alright. Does have his Mystic Staff, and that right there should almost. That is very, very close to being his Hex. So now they have 2 Hexes on the team, and if they can do a double Hex on Dusa, she's gone. I mean, they can just actually just afford to just completely disregard her and take her as the final little battle. Timbersaw might want to decide to drop the magic wand. Nope, actually just gonna pick it up and have a TP. You might want to try to consider a TP in bottom lane because there is a fight about to erupt. It seems like they want to go for high ground. Still backing up for now. They're waiting for the Earthshaker, who is in charge of initiation on this team. As the puck has just been picked off so much, still sitting on 14 kills. And Lion, very, very aggressive. Just needed to drain a bit of mana off to do so, but she should be able to regen that quite nicely. And now the Aghanim Scepter up in the Earthshaker. And he's got Bloodlust on. This guy should be able to do a lot of damage with that initiation. And there's a creep wave up in a couple of seconds, which is going to spawn on top of the tower. But they're actually backing off. There is no good initiation. But that is going to cost him a lot of damage on the tower. Now Shadow Fiend having trouble actually eating an entire Finger of Death. Now Earthshaker coming in with a late ground pound. Witch Doctor should fall off the back of this pretty much. It's going to eat a coil. Now Dragon Knight coming back in for the win. Just sitting there tanking everything. This guy is massive. And now the counter initiation in from both the Sniper and the Witch Doctor, and Puck gonna die as well. They need that mid push. They have a good push going mid, and Sniper is rotating. That right there was the comeback. That right there was exactly what they needed. And Earthshaker just gonna shake his sad little head at this side of all this. The Sniper is getting out of hand. The Timbersaw is the guy I'm actually very, very impressed by him. He's been doing some good plays, making a couple of mistakes in the early game. Actually, quite a lot of mistakes in the early game, but he's really come back to it in late game. And Dragon Knight only died once, actually 17 assists. He's not actually even dealing his own damage, and he's gonna drop the Bracer on the ground and get that for Hilma the Dominator. And they should be able to take this tower right here. I don't think they want to push a whole lot further. They can push into the base. How's the buyback situation looking? Medusa and Shadow Fiend both have one, but they're not committing it. And that tower right there should fall. And there's a push coming in from the bottom side as well. If they can take the tier 3s faster, they should be able to. Sniper really doing work on him. Now Puck coming in on top of these two, but those are pretty much the tankiest heroes of them all. I would probably jump on Sniper instead, but now the Yules. Earthshaker promised he wouldn't defend, but looks like he lied, and now going for the Fisher. He's able to do a little bit of damage. Timbersaw's reactive armor is so fully up and running, so his regen is absolutely massive, and now the jump in from Witch Doctor, getting himself a double kill with that Death Ward. Shadow Fiend trying to go for the reinitiation. Dusa also going for the Stone Gaze, but Dragon Knight, this guy is too tanky. He should be able to make it out. Armed talking like a pro. And running back out and away, and now the BKB has worn down, and they lost even a middle Rax. The Sniper just picking away at him. Lion going very, very aggressive, man-moding a Shadow Fiend all in the zone. Wow. A very, very aggressive Sentry Ward though. They should be able to see him, but not able to get any damage. And Dusa now getting initiated upon. Unfortunately, Casket bounces for her. Now getting turned into a frog. Gonna get Earth Spike. Gonna get Maledicted. The damage that she's sucking right now is absolutely amazing. But should fall, and that right there is a kill secured, and that should be a tower gun. Buyback even from Dusa, and Sniper just farming away at that top tower. You gotta remember, Shrapnel does not do tower damage anymore. Just a thing you guys gotta keep in mind. Earthshaker doesn't want to fight anymore. He's 0, 8, and 6. I can imagine the fighting morale of him is just way too low. And double dataless for Sniper. This game is absolutely incredible. Shadow Fiend getting fingered. Witch Doctor now taking too much damage. He is getting pounded down, and Lion gonna fall as well. But I mean, you're trading 3 lanes of Raxus for a pair of support. You pretty much won the game. Or almost 3 lanes. They do have to back out, but yeah, oh, that was kind of a weird little situation there again. It's gonna get stunned, and this Timber Shot should fall, but it's not gonna matter. He's got 16 charges on Bloodstone. If he would just suicide, that would be absolutely incredible, but not gonna do such a thing. But nevertheless, if you look at it, Earthshaker is having trouble dealing with the fact that he's been playing pretty much a terrible game all throughout. 0, 8, and 7. This guy is not looking very good. Not looking very good at all. And Shadow Fiend has actually been doing an amazing job of carrying as far as I'm concerned. Been getting pretty much the right items. Would have loved to seen a Blink Dagger instead, going a bit more aggressive, because he's been having trouble with positioning and all. Medusa also looking rather decent. Not been having too much of a good time here in the late game, but they just got beaten on the team fights. Ogre Magi hasn't been able to do anything at all, and some of the blame is on Puck. Got too greedy, had an amazing early game, but got way too greedy in the late game, and having huge amounts of trouble dealing with the stuns coming out from everybody. And the Sniper, I mean, they're ahead, finally ahead, and Sniper getting the double dataless. I mean, his damage is amazing. If you would just get an MKB to lay down that damage every time, holy hell. This is too much. This is too much. That is 30,000. How's experience looking? Pretty much the same, but they did lose out when Lion and Witch Doctor died, but not by much. But yeah, Sniper, if you would get his hands on an MKB, that would be the knife straight through the heart, plus the twist for this game. And now, the Puck actually being the first to getting initiated upon. Shadow Fiend going for the ultimate. They should be able to find the line. Dragon Knight just wants to get the kill on Puck. Not going to be able to just yet. Is up and Yules, and now the help comes in from the Sniper. Just sitting off to the back there. Actually getting stunned. Now trying to handle the Dusa. Very, very easy job there. Dragon Knight just going toe-to-toe with the Shadow Fiend and surviving it. Puck having trouble dealing with the damage. And now Earthshaker could go in for an Echo Slam, but there's just not enough damage in it. And now the push is imminent. If they want to go for GG, they could win it right here, right now. But they want the racks. They want the secure win for this. They want the megas. They want the megas. And they're going to get it. Or pretty much in the lead. They're actually still 40 to 40. But yeah, they're there. There are the mega creeps. And this is a disaster. You can almost not fight up against mega creeps. Sniper just casually taking towers as of right now. His amount of net worth is through the roof. His GPM is looking rather solid. Coming out in a minute 52 of this game, and there the towers gone. There the middle lane towers gone. Are they gonna go for it? Actually, good Echo Slam there, finally from Earthshaker, but just gonna jump into his death. And that right there should be the throne gone. Dragon Knight just wanting to take buildings as of right now, and there's the throne gone. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. A couple of small messages I wanted to give you guys. I am currently working together with the other Reddit casters to get a tournament back up and running. So if you wanna like enter a 1 versus 1 tournament, just link is in the description for it. Also, if you guys want to support what I do, and if you're like unsure as what I do and what I actually try to accomplish with this channel, go watch my recent vlog, because I'm trying to work in some charity up against this, because I mean, me just being a caster is one thing, but I want to do something actually like good with this. I want to do something amazing with this channel. But please do go ahead and check out my recent vlog if you want to, you know, like know what I'm doing and just be a part of it. I already got guys like signing up left and right to help me out, setting stuff up and things. So, love the support you guys have given me. But yeah, that's pretty much what I want to say. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Very, very close to those 50 subs. Still aiming for that goal before March. I'm up in 42 now, which is awesome. I absolutely love you guys. I feel, even though I only have 42 subscribers, that I have some of the most awesome followers slash subscribers on YouTube, basically. And if you guys want to become a part of that, please do go ahead and do. Also, there are a lot of other talented casters on Reddit, so go ahead and submit replays. Go ahead and check them out as well. They're awesome. I've watched most of them do what they do, and those guys, some of those guys are at least as good as me, if not better. So, but thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.